Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on U.S. Postal Worker Kierra Coles. I hope I did type her name out correctly here on the screen. I don't know too much about the case, just what has been put on TV. This was also someone that a lot of you out there have requested for me to do this case. This is considered a missing persons case, and I don't like to do a lot of these because it's if the person is no longer alive, it kind of is very hard to kind of channel a lot of that information and take that into myself. As a medium, I get to feel a lot of their death and how things are processed. I'm not saying that she's dead, but I will get into it into the video and give you exactly what I see, what I hear, what I know apart. But I'm going to start off giving you a little bit of synopsis of what the situation is, of what I understand, and what's so people that are listening to my channel that may not know who Kierra Coles is, because she wasn't really a celebrity, because a lot of people are used to me doing celebrity readings, but I'm starting to do different types of readings for y'all out there. So she's a 26-year-old. She went missing in October. These are facts that I'm stating at the beginning of the video before I get into the psychic reading. And what we know, and what everyone knows so far, is that she was pregnant by a guy that was in a relationship with another lady too, and they had she was pregnant as well. Well, in early October, Kierra was supposed to be going to work because she works for the United States Postal Service, and they found her car parked with her cell phone, her purse, cell phone in her purse, I believe, and a lunch bag. And it was not like her to be without her phone, because she would always be on social media or always had, her phone on her. So no one knows what happened to her. Apparently, this is a big mystery as to what happened. So that's the facts here that I'm getting. Okay, so what I am getting from Spirit immediately from Kierra, when I tune into people that are missing, because I have worked on a missing persons case before, I look at the prana, which is the life essence or the energy, when I tap into it. When I tap into hers, it feels very weak, and that's all I'm going to say at this point. I don't want to, diminish hope for the family, but I don't feel good about it. I do feel like there was foul play, first and foremost, in her disappearance. A lot of cover-ups, and we know that. That's like facts out there. When I ask Spirit, what is going on, what happened here, I saw a couple of visions of things, and I kept hearing some things over and over. So I'm going to share those with you. And maybe, if the family or anyone that is working on this case, may want to look into the things that I am able to pull in through Spirit, and I'll be more than happy to kind of help. I don't know Kierra, but I really want to pray that she is alive and that she is okay, and that her spirit will be recovered, that they will find her alive. However, I can't, as a psychic, sit here and give false hope. So again, I don't feel good about the situation. I feel like her soul, when I tune into a person who has passed, her vibration is very close to that, and that's what I'm going to say. So what I get around her is that she was someone that was very intuitive as well. She kind of, knew things, felt things, had more of an idea. But I feel like when she was in this relationship with this guy that she got pregnant from, she just didn't really feel or foresee that it was going to get to this level. I feel like she kind of was like a little bit of a daredevil and wanted to challenge when she found out that the other girl was pregnant by him as well. So it was kind of like a challenge for her, but this relationship was a very toxic relationship for her. A lot of sorrow, a lot of tears, a lot of heartbreak. And I feel like the dad, regardless of, not that her dad, but her, the guy that she was pregnant by, I feel like he kind of didn't want to be with her in many ways. I feel like this rejection. So apart from whatever has been said out on the media or by people, I just feel like this was a very conflicting thing for her. And she kind of had to be strong with it. Be strong in welcome in how she handled all of this, because first and foremost, she had to keep her job. That was very important for her. That's what I'm getting from Spirit, is that her job was very important for her. And she had a lot of she has a lot of dreams. You know, I feel like she's had a lot of dreams, but a lot of it was there was a lot of confusion around her, I feel like almost like she was kind of, she was aligning herself with people. I think, I feel like this guy and maybe some other friends and people, that weren't really good influences on her. I do feel like the boyfriend does know more than, well, I keep calling him boyfriend, but the guy that she's pregnant from, I do feel like he does know more than what is being said. I know that a lot of people have defended him and whatnot. Definitely get that there's something there that is not right with this whole situation. Um, Immediately when I tune into to the situation, I get struggles. So I feel like she was taken. Uh, I feel like she was taken um, from her apartment, from that area. She was taken in another vehicle. I don't feel like I said this was willingly, her, getting into the vehicle. I get like a gang up situation. Like there was more than one person involved in this. At least five people were involved of it. Two would be females, two females and three males is what I'm getting. It could be a little bit different than that, but what I'm getting, there were multiple people, but definitely, I get that. I also feel pain on my left side, on the back side, on the kidney, like an impact there as well. And I also feel on the upper right hand corner of my head an impact as well. And usually when I'm getting these symptoms, from a person that has passed, or sometimes I can get them from a living person as well. It's not a good situation. It indicates that there was some kind of fight. I do feel like she did fight, or she has fought in the situation. Um, and I get a lot of anxiety from this. So I asked Spirit to give me some more information and to show me more or less what it is. And I know that a lot of people, the FBI is actually involved in this search, because she is considered a federal worker. United States Postal Service is part of the government. So the FBI is involved in the investigation, as well as the local police and some other people. They're looking in the forest. There's a forest or something nearby. I feel like that's the wrong location. What I actually get is water. I see a lot of water, some water. And the thing that I kept hearing, which was very odd, is I keep hearing within a 20-mile proximity of where she lived. The next thing that I also got was that there was tall buildings. There's a church that has like two major intersecting streets. And this church, I don't know if where she lives, I'm not familiar with the vicinity or the area. It's an older structure, very tall in the sky, and I get like there's a bell tower that you can kind of like, it makes sounds. So I don't know if there's a structure like that where she lives in that city, within a 20-mile proximity. I also get that there is something with under the ground. There was two things that I keep seeing. I keep seeing under the ground and water. So immediately I kept hearing sewer. I don't know if there's major lines in the sewer that runs to like the rivers or like some big body of water, but people should look in the sewer systems. I think that's like the place that most people wouldn't look for if they haven't already. There may be some clues. Again, I'm not saying that she is dead or she's deceased. I'm just saying that the situation looks like foul play, and I don't get good vibes out of this. And what I'm seeing is this is not like within a wooded area. I feel like it's within the city itself. And I keep hearing underground. So it feels like there's something about her being under the city surface, like under the ground. So then the next vision that I got was like old, like there is how would I say this? there's rocks nearby. I kept seeing like a lake as well. So these are two different visions that I'm getting. So it could be that potentially that, let's say in the event, this is just me putting it out there, that she is deceased in many ways. If she was, there's a strong possibility that there could be something associated with the water. They need to look into the lakes that are nearby within a 20 to 30 mile proximity. They need to look in the sewers as well. Those two areas is what I'm getting, very much so. I feel like when they will find some clues, there will be closure within. I feel almost like within a year, there may be some closure about this, and find out more details. But I don't feel good, like I said, about this whole situation. A lot of skeletons. I feel like the people that that were involved in all this, it was almost like a power struggle. They didn't like the fact that she was pregnant with his child. Again, a lot of cover up. So the other girl that was pregnant by him, somebody from them in that circle, in that clique, they know something. But again, they're not going to say anything. I don't feel like they're going to say anything. They definitely know something about it. This wasn't someone. I don't feel like this was a personal attack on Kierra from a stranger or someone that just had a big vendetta against her. I feel like it was somebody that was in this. There was either they were paid to do it, like a hitman type of thing, or it was something almost like I said, there was somebody that knew them, owed them a favor, to some people. So to the girl that's connected to the guy that she's pregnant from, the other girl. So there's definitely there's something there that they need to look into, but the truth is going to come out sooner or later. That's what I'm hearing from my spirit guides and angels, that the truth is going to come out. Kierra didn't hold a lot of secrets. I mean, being that she was an employee of the United States Postal Service, she couldn't keep a lot of secrets. And when I look into a person's eyes, they don't carry a lot of I can see when they're lying and they're secretive. I don't feel like with her she was the type to be secretive, or she has no reason to have disappeared. When there's missing persons cases, a lot of times you can tell that there's somebody that may want to get away if they're running away from something. But for Kierra, I don't get that that was the case at all. I don't get that. She wasn't the type to be suicidal either, to just take her life. So that's ruled out. I don't feel from spirit this was a suicide. I don't feel like this was her, hiding, running away and hiding. I do feel like there was, like I said, a power struggle, and she was taken in a vehicle, and the vehicle color that I keep getting is a dark colored vehicle. So I feel like it had dark windows, and it was either a dark blue, a dark blue, like a navy, dark deep navy, or a black vehicle, a black colored vehicle. And I do feel like one of the men that is African American, definitely, they're all African Americans that were involved in this. And the age ranges would be between 20 and 30 years old, maybe mid 30s. One of the older guys, and one of the guys has like a gold chain. I keep seeing a gold chain, and he may also have like a grill that he wears at certain times as well on his in his teeth, around the mouth. A grill. And for those of you that are not familiar what a grill is, it's like an ornamental piece that you can slide over your teeth, almost like dentures, I think, almost like that, but it's not. Just goes over your teeth. It's like for decoration, almost. But I do see a male looking at all of this, and he feels kind of like he knows more or less his conscience is eating him up. And I feel like there's something definitely there that where, again, the truth will not be held for too long. And again, I get a third party situation. So this was definitely involving, like I said, her disappearance is attributed to the situation that she was under, which was she was pregnant by a guy who was also seeing another girl and got her pregnant as well. However that situation is. But we know that there's two females, Kierra and the other female, and they were both expecting a child by the same guy. So, again, this is what I'm getting from spirit. I feel like if they really look, like I said, in the sewer line, and near a lake, I don't know if the sewers, they go towards lakes. A lot of times people would, in olden times, in the older cities, I don't know, depending where she lives, how old the city is, but a lot of times they would, work on these sewer lines, and it would take them down. It drains down to a river or to a large reservoir of water, and that's what I keep getting. Um, I wish I could get more, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that this is definitely under the ground. There was a power struggle, like I said, a power struggle. Words exchange. I feel like there was text messages. Um, and the family is very upset. I get that, and I send a lot of healing and love to them. And like I said, I hope that this can give them, I'm limited on what I can give. This is all that I'm getting right now from Spirit. So I hope that, this helps. I hope that I'm wrong about what I feel as far as, um, her energy. Like I said, I don't feel very good about it. Usually, like when I tap in, if there's someone that is still alive, I will feel it. And with her, it's like her energy is very weak to tap into, and that's almost like of a person that could be passed already. So, I don't want to make the family lose hope, but again, that's what I'm getting. So I hope that they do find and get some closure for her. I hope she is alive in many ways, but again, these are my psychic impressions, what I get from Spirit. So I'm sending lots of love and light to the family and to her friends and to the postal workers, her co-workers, and everyone that's involved. And hopefully, if someone comes across this video, they can, go ahead and use it for their benefit. The information that I was able to get. So I'm going to go ahead and disable the comments on here, because out of respect for the family, I already know there's a lot of people that may come onto this channel and be like, well, you're wrong, or this and this and this, or talk bad about Kierra, and I don't want that to happen on this channel out of respect to her family. So I'm going to be disabling the comments on this when I publish it. So just know that this is the reason why I'm disabling. And when I disable on some of the bigger readings, like the Kim Porter reading, and also the Kanika Jenkins, it's because of this reason. There's just people that come on to dispute what I'm doing, and my gift comes from Spirit. So I'm not, asking for validation or asking for, or defending my gift in any kind of way. This is not for, YouTube views. I don't have to do these kind of readings. I can stick to celebrity readings, but I ultimately do believe in the power of helping people. And since this is a missing persons case, if there's any information that I can give that could possibly or potentially help the family, in any kind of way and give some kind of lead, that's what I do. So, blessings and love and light. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And please, everyone, keep Kierra Coles in your prayers and your thoughts. The more positive energy that we can send her way, her spirit's way, and the family, this is going to help the situation. So blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day.